Back here at Weld Central High School, doing the non-starters now for the Fort Morgan Mustangs as the girls get ready to take on the league-leading Weld Central Rebels. Leading scoring for the Fort Morgan Mustangs this year is Lauren Staley at 12.5 points a game. Haley Lewis is second, 9.8 points a game. Christina Frick, 7.5 points a game. The girls average 44.6 points a game, and they're giving up 48.8 points a game.
And now the starting lineup.
The Weld Central Rebels come in averaging 52.8 points a game, giving up 38 points a game. And their leading scorer is Mason Reese. She averages 13.7 points a game. Second for the Rebels is Ashley Overman. She averages 11.1 points a game. And third for the Rebels is Alicia Gherkin, and she averages 8.3 points a game. The starting lineup is brought to you by Cargill Beef. Cargill Beef is committed to feeding the world in a responsible way by reducing the environmental impact and continuously improving products and processes. Learn about Cargill's story of commitment at www.cargill.com. And starting tonight for your Lady Mustangs is 5'6" freshman Allie Keller, 5'7" senior Lauren Staley, 5'9" senior Christina Frick, 5'9" junior Lindsay Nestor, and 5'8" senior Aurora Baca. The other seniors on this team this year: Serena Wells, Kinsey Winsheimer, and that rounds out the seniors on this team this year, and they will down to their last two regular season games, and then we'll have at least one playoff game. You'll find out where that is, since the girls ended up in third place in this league. They take the top three teams out of the league and take them to state. So after this week's games are over Sunday afternoon or Sunday evening sometime, they will have the brackets set up for the state tournament for the boys as well as the girls. Starting for the Weld Central Rebel girls is a 5'5" senior Ashley Overman, 5'4" senior Sydney Fitzwater, 5'4" senior Mason Reese, 5'5" senior Alicia Gherkin, and 5'9" senior Ronnie Lewis. Getting close to game time here. The tip coming up, the opening tip, is brought to you by Ingmeyer Phillips Insurance. With two locations in Brush and Fort Morgan, Ingmeyer Phillips can help you with your home, car, health, or life insurance questions or needs. The jumping center for the Lady Mustangs tonight will be Christina Frick. And she will jump against Ronnie Lewis. So Ronnie Lewis is a 5'9" senior going up against Christina Frick, the 5'9" senior also for the Mustangs. Tip is won by the Fort Morgan Mustangs. They have possession first here, out high to Lindsay Nestor. She dribbles down the left side now to Allie Keller on the left side. She dribbles back around here to the right side down the lane. And it's going to be off the foot of a Rebel and out of bounds. Christina Frick, the inbounds in front of the Rebel bench. She gets it into Lindsay Nestor. Ball is going to be knocked out of bounds underneath, retained by the Mustangs. Keller now to inbounds right baseline of their basket. Still looks to get it in, gets it in deep to Lauren Staley. Staley cross court to Keller. Now they get it into Baca in the post. Now back to Frick to Staley out on the right wing. Her shot is going to be up and short and out of bounds. So possession to the Rebels. As they have it in their end of the court with Gherkin. Off of Fort Morgan and out of bounds as the pass was tipped away. Alicia Gherkin to inbounds for the Rebels. Now she gets it in to Reese. Reese cross court to Fitzwater, being guarded by Frick. Now the shot is going to be up and no good. Out of bounds off of Alicia Gherkin. So Fort Morgan with their second possession here. Rebels to make a substitution here early. As Fitzwater comes out and Kelly Carlson checks into the game. Staley now at the high right wing, dribbles left side. Her pass is going to be knocked back to her, but it's going to be taken away and then taken back away. We're going to Weld Central now with possession. Cross-court pass. Three is going to be up and going to be well short, but the rebound up and no good. Rebounded to the Mustangs. Now to Frick. Frick to Keller. Keller's shot from the left side is up and good for Allie Keller. First 2 points of the ball game belong to the Mustangs. As the Rebels get the ball down, court shot is up and no good, taken by Frick. Now they get the ball down court. The first Fort Morgan basket of the game is brought to you by Morgan Federal Bank, a bank that is committed to their community and keeping banking simple. When you need banking advice, stop by and see one of their loan officers Monday through Friday at 321 Ensign. Morgan Federal Bank, there is a difference. Shot by Staley, up and no good. Rebounded by Keller on the left baseline. Her little jumper from the left side, up and no good, but rebounded by Overman. She gets crossed half court, looks to set up a three, and that is off the back rim and no good, taken by Staley. Staley now on the left side to Nestor. Nestor's shot is going to be off the rim and no good. Rebounded by the Rebels. A three is up. Guess it was just a two. That was Reese with that bucket to tie this up. Now pass underneath to Frick. Her shot up and no good. Rebounded by the Rebels. Now there's going to be a foul called on the far side. And that foul will go against Keller. Her first, team first. Rebels to inbounds. Far side. They do get it into Reese. Reese now hands off to Gherkin out high on the right side, being guarded by Nestor. Picks up her dribble now up top to Lewis, being guarded by Baca. Nice job here by the defense. Shot underneath by Gherkin is going to be no good, but she was fouled on the shot. And that foul will go against Nestor, her first, team second. .442 to go here, first period. Still now a 3-2 game. As Gherkin sinks her first, now lines up for the second shot. And that one is up and also good for Gherkin. 4-2 Weld Central. Inbounds pass knocked away for the Mustangs. Will inbounds at the far end of the court. The Lady Rebels will put on full court pressure. They get the ball into Staley. Staley being guarded by Gherkin. Now she gets it up to Keller across half court. Now they back it up, get it to Frick at the free throw line. Dribbles it down the left side. Now Nestor from the left side. Baseline up and no good. Rebounded by Frick. Now there's going to be a foul on the floor. I believe that's going to be on. That'll be on Carlson, her first. their team first. So Keller, the inbounds, gets it into Staley. Staley ends up losing it out of bounds. So turnover by the Mustangs as they are down 4-2. Kinsey Winsheimer, Abby Mussman, and Haley Lewis getting ready to check in for the Mustangs. And we'll see who they replace. Staley, Nestor, and Baca come out. Reese now brings the ball up across the half court, getting the offense set up. Hands it off, but taken away by Keller over on the left side. Keller's going to take it all the way down. Her layup is going to be off the rim and no good. Comes back and gets her own rebound, and there'll be a jump ball called. And that possession arrow does go to the Lady Rebels. As the Mustangs now will put on their full court pressure, like a 1-3-1 zone defense, as they guard at center court. Now cross court to Overman. She's guarded by Mussman. And they get Keller out on Overman as her pass goes across to the right side to Reese. Shot underneath is going to be up and good by Carlson. Her first two of the game. Carlson is a 6'1" junior. Shot down at the end, no good, taken away by the Rebels. Now they get the ball down court quickly. Now a deep three is taken from straight away, up and no good. Rebounded by the Rebels. Reese now with control, being guarded by Winsheimer. She gets it off over into the corner to Gherkin. Now back to Reese. Her three is going to be up and good. So 9-2 here in favor of the Rebels. 2:55 and counting here in the first period. Keller from the right side. Her shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Lewis. Her rebound up, shot up and no good. Rebounded by Keller. Keller goes back up, and it is good for Keller. 4 points on the night for Keller. 9-4. Now another three, and that is off the rim and no good. Taken away by Keller as Lewis had hit the floor, but she's up and down now at the offensive end. Winsheimer now gets the ball underneath to Lewis. Tipped away from Lewis from the back. Weld Central left baseline shot is going to be up and no good. Rebound and the shot is going to be no good, but they're going to call another foul on the Lady Mustangs. And that will go on Abby Mussman. That will be her first, team third. And that looks like Ashley Overman at the line to shoot two. Her first free throw is off the back of the rim and no good. Lauren Staley getting ready to check in for the Lady Mustangs. Second shot is up and good for Overman, her first point of the night. As Keller comes out, gets a fist bump from head coach Jim Krackemeyer. Mustangs get the ball up across half court. Kinsey Winsheimer all the way down. She gets it to Lewis. Lewis is shot up and no good. She gets the rebound. She goes back up, and she will go to the line to shoot two. And she was fouled on the shot. And that foul will go on Reese, her first. So Lewis to shoot a pair. First one is up and good for Lewis. She will get a second shot here on the foul, and that is also up and good for Lewis. 2 points on the night for Lewis. Shot up and no good, rebounded by Mussman. She gets it out to Staley. 4-point deficit here, but for the Mustangs, 10-6 with 1:45 to go first period. Mussman loses it, then runs it down in the corner. Her pass out to Staley knocked away, but Lauren runs it down. Now to Winsheimer over on the left side. Her shot is going to be up and off the side of the rim and no good. Nice. See who it's going to be off of. I'm going to say it's off of the Rebels, so the Mustangs will keep control of it. And Staley will inbounds left baseline of their basket. Get it into the corner to Lewis. Now back out to Winsheimer. Mussman to Staley. Staley is going to be called for the travel. With a minute 21 to go here in the first period of play. Mustangs down 10-6. Fitzwater back into the game for the Rebels. She's being guarded by Staley. Man-to-man defense for the Mustangs. Far side to Gherkin. Now she dribbles around up to the point. Stops now, gets it over to Fitzwater back out on the right wing. Ball tipped away but picked up by Gherkin. They look to set up their offense now over on the left wing to Overman. Overman picks up her dribble, being guarded by Winsheimer. Fitzwater now at the free throw line. She kicks it out to Gherkin. She goes back to the free throw line, now over on the right side to Overman. 34 seconds here in the first period of play. They're going to call Fitzwater for the travel. A nice job by the Lady Mustangs on that defensive stand. 29 seconds to go here in the first period of play as they get it to Mussman out on the left high wing. She dribbles it up to the point, picks up her dribble. Pass to Winsheimer over on the left side with 19 seconds to go. Winsheimer underneath to Staley, and her up and under is no good. Rebounded and taken away. Mussman now with it with 8 seconds. Lauren Staley to Mussman. Her shot up and no good, but there's going to be a foul called on the shot with 3.2 seconds to go here in this first period of play. And that foul will go on Carlson, her second, team third. So Mussman's free throw is up and good. First point on the night for Abby Mussman. 5'7" sophomore. That one rolls in. 3.2 seconds. Now they get the ball in. The first quarter of play will come to an end with the Mustangs only down 2, 10-8 on B106 and B106.com. Back here at Weld Central High School as the Mustangs will have possession to start this second period down 10-8. Nestor now dribbles down over to the left side, picks up her dribble now to Staley out at the right wing. She dribbles around the left side, tries to get under Frick. Now she kicks it out to Nestor. Nestor's shot is up and good for Lindsay Nestor. Her first 2 points of the night ties this game up here at 10. So the Fort Morgan Lady Mustangs giving the Weld Central Rebels all they want tonight as the foul is going to be called underneath on Fort Morgan. And that will go on Aurora Baca, her first, team fourth. Reese back into the game for Fitzwater for the Rebels as they look to get the ball in left baseline of their basket. Now underneath at the bucket. And they're going to call a travel, I believe, first before the shot. So 7:21 to go here, second period, all tied up at 10. Nestor now out on the high right wing. She tries to dribble down the left side, kicks it off to Keller. Keller back around the right side, baseline to Staley. Up and good for Staley from the right baseline. Mustangs with the 12-10 lead here. Just under 7 minutes to go, second period. Lewis to Carlson. Now a bad pass underneath and out of bounds. Another turnover by the Rebels. So the Mustangs taking advantage of the mistakes by the Weld Central Rebels. Nestor now out on the high right wing. Dribbles over to the left elbow, kicks it off to Keller. Keller into the lane. Now she's going to kick it out to Staley on the right high wing. Now from the free throw line, that shot is up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Reese. Reese now all the way down court. Going to kick it off to Overman. Overman's going to bring it back out, set up the offense for the Lady Rebels as she kicks it across court to Gherkin. Gherkin being guarded by Nestor. Now Reese for a deep three, and that is up and good for Reese. Her second three of the night. Puts the Weld Central Rebels up by 1, 13-12. Nestor shot up and good from the right side. For her second bucket of the game, Mustangs back in the lead, 14-13. Lewis from the top is no good. Going to be rebounded, and shot is no good, but they're going to call a foul on Fort Morgan as Kelly Carlson went up for the shot. And that will go on Keller, her second. So Carlson will go to the line to shoot 2. Her first free throw is in and out. So second free throw coming up here for Ronnie Lewis with 5:34 to go. Mustangs up 14-13. Second free throw bounces around and goes in. 3 points on the night for Carlson. Ties this game up at 14. The Mustangs now throw it away down at their end of the court. Reese out ahead of the pack. Her layup is going to be in and out. Rebounded by Frick. Frick got back. Good defensive position for Frick. Now to Nestor on the left baseline. Keller is going to lose it as it was not a good pass right at her feet and out of bounds. So the Rebels will take over with 5:11 to go here, all tied up at 14. Winsheimer and Lewis checking in at the scorer's table, ready to come in at the next dead ball opportunity. Reese, another three, but that is going to be short. Rebounded by Nestor. Now to Staley as the Mustangs look at the full court pressure here as they get it to Nestor. Back to Staley. Staley from the three-point line. Her pass is going to be tipped away, and it's going to be taken by Gherkin. She takes it all the way down for the layup, and that is up and good for Gherkin. 16-14, 4:23 to go here in the first half of play. Shot by Frick is up and rims out, rebounded by the Rebels. They get the ball down the court quickly to Overman, and I believe that is going to be on Keller. That will be her third. As Winsheimer and Mussman and Lewis come into the game for Baca, Frick, and Keller. Keller will probably sit the rest of this half since she does have the 3 fouls. Ball is taken away by Staley, and she is going to be fouled on the takeaway. So that will be 2 fouls on Reese. Four team fouls on the Lady Rebels, 6 on Fort Morgan as they get the ball in the backcourt into the hands of Lauren Staley. Now to Abby Mussman as she kicks it off to Winsheimer out on the left side underneath to Lewis. Lewis's shot is going to be up and good for Haley Lewis. 4 points on the night for Lewis. Ties this game up at 16 with 3:50 to go here in the first half of play. Over on the right side is Gherkin. Now back out to Carlson. Underneath, Lewis's shot is going to count, and she is going to be fouled on the shot. And that foul looks like that is going to go on Lewis, her first. So Lewis will go to the line to shoot 1, where the Mustangs find themselves down by 2. That free throw is in and out. Rebounded by Mussman. tipped out of bounds by the Rebels, so the Mustangs will inbounds far right corner. Lauren Staley gets it over on the left side to Mussman as she dribbles up around the top, picks up her dribble. Now to pass is going to be taken away, but going to be kept by the Rebels as they will inbounds far side mid-court. Fitzwater over across to Lewis. Lewis picks up her dribble now to Carlson, out high being guarded by Nestor. Over on the right side, and that ball is going to be taken away by Mussman. She dribbles it all the way down, and her shot is going to be blocked out of bounds by Carlson. Mussman, a 5'7" sophomore, and that was blocked out of bounds by the 6'1" junior. Mustangs down 18-16 as they look to get the ball in. And they need to hustle. Ball is going to be tipped, but taken and controlled by Kinsey Winsheimer. Now on the right side by Staley. Far side to Mussman. Now there's going to have a reach foul called on. And that is going to go against Alicia Gherkin, her first. So Mussman comes out. Frick back in for the Mustangs with 2:50 to go. Mustangs down 18-16. They get the ball in to Staley. Now they're going to call Staley for the travel. So the Mustangs with another turnover here in the contest as the Rebels now bring the ball into the front court with Fitzwater. Now on the far side to Lewis. Carlson now out on the left wing, picks up her dribble. She's going to give it off to Fitzwater once again, now cross court and controlled by Overman. And now they're going to have a foul called, I believe, on Kinsey Winsheimer. Will be her first. And let's see who that is going to the free throw line. I believe it's Overman. Her free throw is up and no good. Taken away by the Mustangs as Aurora Baca checks in at the scorer's table. Come in to the next opportunity. Lewis now to Frick. In and out is Frick's shot, rebounded by Ronnie Lewis. She gets it now to Fitzwater. Over on the left side, one-handed shot is going to be up and no good, and they're going to call another foul on the Mustangs. And that will go on Winsheimer, her second. So Keller with 3, Winsheimer with 2. Lewis, Mussman, Nestor, and Baca each with 1. As that will send Overman back to the line, this time to shoot 2 as she was fouled on the shot, and that first free throw is up and good. 2 points on the night for Overman. 3-point lead now for the Lady Rebels, 19-16. 2:03 to go here in the first half of play. The second one also up and good. Ball is going to be tipped out of bounds by Overman. So the Mustangs will retain possession. The far right corner with 1:57 to go. Down 20-16. They get the ball to Lewis, back to Winsheimer. Nestor now out at the point. She gets it off to Staley. Staley's little jumper is going to be up and no good, but rebounded by Lewis, and the putback is good for Lewis. 6 points on the night for Haley Lewis. Mustangs playing a good game here tonight against the league-leading Weld Central Rebels. Overman being guarded by Winsheimer. She hands it off to Lewis. Lewis's shot is going to be up and good. Mustangs down 22-18 as they break the press. They get it down to Frick as she goes into the lane. Her little jumper is going to bounce around and finally go in for Frick. Her first bucket of the night. Now Gherkin over on the far right side being guarded by Nestor. Now they're going to have a reach foul, I think, on Nestor. See if that's who it's going to go on, and it will be her second. So that will send Gherkin to the line to shoot two, where she hit her first two early on in the first period. And that free throw bounces around and is no good. So Abby Mussman into the game for Nestor. You don't want her picking up a third foul here with 58 seconds to go in the first half of play. And that second shot is up and good for Gherkin. As the Mustangs look to get past this press, they get it to Winsheimer. Now back to Lewis. Right baseline to Frick. They're going to have the ball tied up, and that possession will go to the Lady Rebels as Baca will check in for the Mustangs, and Haley Lewis will come out. 44 seconds left here in this first half of play. The Mustangs down 23-20 as they have their 1-3-1 zone press. Lewis, as she gets it back out to Reese with 31 seconds. See if they're going to try to run this clock down, take the last shot, 24 seconds. Back door, and that shot is going to be up and no good. Rebounded by Aurora Baca. Now her pass is going to be stolen by Reese, but they're going to call a foul on Reese. Against Reese, and she will go to the line. That will be on Winsheimer, her third. So Reese to the line to shoot two. First free throw is up and good for Reese. 9 points on the night for Reese. 16.3 seconds. That free throw is no good. Rebounded by Frick to Staley. Now down to 10 seconds. Pass is going to be underneath the Baca. Baca's going to have to shoot her, get out of there. She's going to get called for the 3 seconds. And they did call the 3 seconds on Aurora Baca. Got the ball down low and then was double teamed and could not get out of the jam that she was in. With 4 seconds to go, the Mustangs down only 4, 24-20. As she was, the inbounds was no good. She was going to roll it in, and I think she was stepping on either on the end line or put the ball on the end line while she was still standing out of bounds. So they get the ball into Frick. Frick tries to go up for the shot, and she is. They call a travel. Should have either been a foul or a jump ball. They give it to the Rebels here with 1 second. That will be no shot taken here at the end of the first half of play. The Lady Mustangs down 24-20 on B106 and B106.com. Back here at Weld Central High School, the Lady Mustangs down 4, 24-20. The Weld Central Lady Rebels come into this contest with the league lead. The Weld Central Rebels will finish up the season Thursday against Elizabeth. They will finish up here at home against Elizabeth. Also on Thursday, as far as the girls are concerned, Skyview is at Alameda to finish out the year. Englewood will be at Fort Morgan to finish out the year. For Englewood, Fort Morgan will have at least one playoff game, and that will be on the 27th, be a Friday. We just don't know where or when at this time. And Vista Peak will be at Fort Lupton on Friday, also to finish out the regular season. on the girls' side. So the Lady Mustangs here doing a nice job staying with the Weld Central Rebels, as we are about down to game time here once again as far as the second half goes. Once again, Weld Central does average 52.8 points a game. So the Mustangs keeping them off of their pace. The Mustangs average 44.6, so close to their average. As the Mustangs will take control to start off this second half of play. Lauren Staley all the way to the bucket. Her left-handed layup up and no good. Jump ball is going to be called on the rebound. Possession arrow to the Lady Rebels, as they do have the lead 24-20. Out on the high right wing is Gherkin, being guarded by Nestor. Now into the corner to Carlson, being guarded by Frick as she gets it back up top to Overman. Overman kicks it out to Reese out at the point, almost at the half-court line. Now she gets it off to Lewis. Left elbow shot is going to be up and no good. Tipped around and taken away by Carlson. Now a shot from the right baseline is in and out, rebounded by Keller. Keller's down-court pass is going to be taken by Lewis, so turnover by the Mustangs. Cross-court pass into the right corner by Gherkin. Now the shot is going to be up and no good by Overman. Rebounded by Lewis. Her shot no good, but now this time on her second rebound. And that shot is no good, but she will go to the line to shoot two. And they say that is on Frick. That will be her first. That will send Lewis to the line to shoot two. Her first free throw is off the front of the rim and no good. So she will shoot a second, and that one is up and good for Ronnie Lewis. 5 points on the night for Lewis. As the Weld Central Rebels with their full court press, the Mustangs get the ball down court. Keller's shot is off the back of the rim and no good. Rebounded by Gherkin of Weld Central, being guarded by Keller. Now a shot is going to be taken and up and no good by Carlson. Down court to Frick as she is on the layup. Her little jumper from the left side is up and good for Frick. 4 points on the night for Frick. Lady Mustangs down 3, 25-22. They drive it all the way down. That layup is up and no good. Rebounded by Baca. She's going to hand it off to Staley, let her bring it up court. As the Mustangs look to set up their offense, Keller out on the left wing. Drives around the right side. Now she's going to come back. Now they're going to call a 5-second. She did not pass the ball in the 5 seconds as she was dribbling. Coach Kramer has a little question about that call. Now they get the ball into Reese. 5:55 to go third period. The Lady Mustangs down 3. Into the paint now underneath is going to be Carlson. Her shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Frick. She gets it into the hands of Keller. She gets it into the front court. Nestor now on the left side picks up her dribble, gives it off to Frick. Frick to Keller out on the high right wing. Now they're going to call a illegal screen on Frick. That will be her second. As Reese brings the ball up court for the Lady Rebels. High right wing now to Gherkin. Now in and under. Shot is going to be up and no good by Lewis. Out of bounds off of Weld Central. So the Lady Mustangs will take control here. Still down 3, 25-22. Keller picks up her dribble now to Nestor out on the high right wing. Staley now on the right wing. Staley back to Nestor. Nestor's shot is going to be blocked out of her hand, taken away by the Rebels. Pass cross court, and they're going to have a travel called on Gherkin. So Mussman and Lewis to come in for Nestor and Baca. Lewis back into the game with 6 points. Mussman with 2. Lewis with 1 foul. Mussman also with 1. As Mussman now controls the ball, drives it down the right side, kicks it out to Keller on the high right wing. Her shot is going to be blocked by Overman, but she gets it back. Staley from the left corner, that shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Carlson. As they look to get the ball down, Overman had a shot blocked, but a lot of body contact, so Staley with her first. And that will send Overman to the line to shoot 2. Her first free throw is up and off to the left and no good. Tune in to 1010 Preps and More weekdays from 1 to 2 on 1010 KSIR for the latest in high school sports with John Beltran. Second shot is up and good for Overman. 4 points on the night for Overman as the Lady Mustangs get past the press. Now to Winsheimer. Now a foul underneath. And that looks like that is going to go against Gherkin, her second. As Staley looks to inbounds right baseline. They get it into Winsheimer over on the right wing. Pass out to Mussman. Looks like a 2-3 zone defense through the hands of Lewis, but it's going to be thrown away by the Rebels, so the Mustangs will get the ball back. As Winsheimer will throw it in far side. She gets it into Staley with 4 minutes to go here in the third period, down 4, 26-22. Mussman out on the left wing, gets it out to Staley at the point. Keeps her dribble alive, now kicks it off over to Mussman. Mussman thought about the 3, but passed it off to Winsheimer. Now underneath to Lewis. Lewis's shot, but she is going to be fouled from behind. Let's see, that may go on Carlson. That will be her third. So that will send Haley Lewis to the line to shoot 2, where she was perfect from the line in that first half, 2 for 2. This one is up and also good for Lewis. Frick and Staley in the lane for the Mustangs. Next shot is up and also good for Lewis. 4 for 4 from the free throw line is Haley Lewis. Reese now with possession. She gives it off to Gherkin, being guarded by Mussman. Now over on the left side to Ronnie Lewis. That is up and no good. Rebounded by Winsheimer. Picks up her dribble. Now she needs some help and gets it to Mussman. They get the ball across half court to Frick, to Lewis. Lewis's shot from the left side is up and good for Lewis. Mustangs tied this up at 26. Now Gherkin, her shot is going to be up and no good, but it's going to be off of the Mustangs and out of bounds. Well, Central coach looking for a foul, but none called. Fitzwater comes into the game for Carlson. As Weld Central will inbounds left baseline of their basket. They get it in to Reese. Overman now cross court to Gherkin. Gherkin's shot is up and no good. Rebounded and fought for, taken away by the Lady Rebels. And that shot is going to be up and good for Fitzwater, her first 2 of the night. Now the Mustangs down 2, 2:33 to go here in this third period of play. Into Staley. Staley's shot is going to be up and no good. Rebound is up and also no good. As Reese gets it down court to Overman. Overman drives it down the left side. But they're going to call a foul on the floor, and I believe that's going to go on Frick. If so, that will be her third. So Keller, Winsheimer, and Frick each with 3. Nestor back into the game for Frick. Staley, Lewis, Mussman, and Baca each with 1. Nestor with 2. Weld Central looks to get the ball in. Reese from the corner is up and no good. They're going to call a foul on the shot. They're going to call Staley for the push. That will be her second, but that will put Reese to the line, I believe, to shoot 3. Reese has 9 points on the night, 1 of 2 so far from the free throw line. That is her second. Her first free throw is up and good. Mr. D's Ace Home Center in Sterling and Brush and Fort Morgan is your farm and ranch headquarters for all your farm and ranch supplies, and they carry feed for all your animals and pets. Second shot also up and good for Reese. Third one is in and out. Rebounded by Nestor. She gets it off into the hands of Staley. Mustangs down 4 once again, 30-26. A shot from the left corner by Kinsey Winsheimer. Her first bucket of the night was a 2. Reese now tries to get the ball, and they get it underneath to Lewis. Lewis' shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Winsheimer, but it's going to be tipped out of bounds off of Overman. So the Mustangs down 2, 30-28 with 1:49 to go. Third period. As Winsheimer bounces it off to Staley. Staley's going to take it all the way to the lane, but they're going to call Staley for the travel. Now Baca back into the game for the Mustangs. And Abby Mussman comes out. Minute 37 and counting here, third period. Reese gets it off to Gherkin. Now into the corner is Overman. Drives it down the lane. Her shot is going to be up and no good, but they're going to call a foul on the shot. And must be on Kinsey Winsheimer, her reaction, and it will be on Winsheimer. It will be 4 on Kinsey. So Allie Keller looks to come into the game at the next dead ball opportunity, as Overman will go to the line to shoot 2. That first one is in and out. Stubbs Gas and Oil. Make Stubbs Gas and Oil your next stop heading out of town. During your visit, you can gas up your vehicle, sit down to lunch, get snacks, and your hunting and fishing license. Find everything you need at low prices at Stubbs Gas and Oil in Wiggins. Second free throw also no good. Rebounded by Baca. Keller now gets the ball up to Nestor. Nestor out on the left wing, drives it down. They're going to call a jump ball, and that will stay with the Mustangs. I think they just called a technical foul on Lindsay Nestor. That will be her third. I'm not sure what. She was upset with the call, I guess. She thought she was fouled. Now the coach is having a little discussion with her here before she comes out. I think she's going to come out and Frick's going to come back in. So Gherkin is going to go to the free throw line for the Lady Rebels to shoot the technicals, and that one is off the back of the rim and no good. So she will shoot one more. So Nestor was ready to come out, but she will not come out until after this free throw is shot, and that free throw is up and good by Gherkin. 6 points on the night for Alicia Gherkin. Mustangs down 3, 31-28. Oh, I thought it was going to be a jump ball to the Mustangs, but they give possession to the Rebels, and the Rebels pass is going to be through the lane and out of bounds. So a minute to go here, third period, as Allie Keller brings the ball up court. Now to Baca, underneath to Lewis. Lewis's shot is going to be up and good from the right side for Lewis. 6 points in this third period for Lewis. Brings us down to a 1-point game, 31-30. Reese now drives it down into the lane. Her shot is going to be up and rolled around and good for Reese. So Lewis's shot from the right side is up and good as the Mustangs hustle the ball down court. 22 seconds to go. They're down 1, 33-32. Ball is going to be tipped. A three is going to be taken. That is off the rim and no good. Rebounded, finally taken away by Frick, and now it's going to be taken away by, oh, that's an offensive foul. Nice job by Aurora Baca to take that charge. And Overman will have her first foul of the night. So nice job by Aurora Baca with 7.2 seconds to go to get that offensive foul called. Mustangs down 1, 33-32 with 5 seconds to go. Keller she needs to shoot the ball now to Staley, and if it goes, it was going to count, but it is off the backboard and no good. So at the end of 3, the Lady Mustangs down 1, 33-32 on B106 and B106.com. Back here at Weld Central High School, a good game going on here as the Lady Mustangs won 33-32, and they will get possession here to start this fourth period of play. So this would be a great win here for the Mustangs if they could pull this out here. Ball is going to be taken away, though, in the lane by Lewis on a bad pass from Frick. Nice job. Ball out of the hands of Ronnie Lewis, as she was trying to go for the layup. So Weld Central to inbounds right baseline as they get it into Fitzwater. Fitzwater out to Reese, now back into the corner, and that shot is going to be up and no good by Gherkin. Taken away by the Mustangs as Frick has it now to Staley at the free throw line. Gets it underneath the Frick. Her layup is up and good from the left side for Frick. Gives the Mustangs the lead, 34-33. Weld Central is passing the ball around here, trying to get their offense set up as they get it off to Overman over on the left side. Now the pass is going to be almost taken away, but through the hands of Staley. Now over on the right side, the shot is going to be up and no good, but they're going to bail her out on that on that shot. And that will go on Mussman to be her second. So Gherkin to the line to shoot 2. 8 team fouls on Fort Morgan, only 3 on the hometown Weld Central Rebels. And that free throw is up and good, as Carlson comes into the game for Fitzwater.
4:30.
Gherkin is 5 of 9 from the free throw line. That one rims out, taken away by Lewis. So now they're going to have a jump ball called, I believe, underneath. And now they're giving possession arrow to the Rebels, as Fort Morgan had the ball to start this fourth period of play. Ball is going to be kicked on the inbounds by Staley. So the Rebels to try it one more time on the left side baseline. 6:57 to go. It's all tied up here at 34. Right baseline to Carlson. Now she's going to kick it back out to Gherkin. Gherkin to Reese. Reese is going to try the deep three, and that is up and good for Reese. That is her third 3 of the night. Now the Mustangs turn the ball over after they get the ball in. It goes out of bounds off of Fort Morgan. So we're going to have a timeout here taken by the Fort Morgan Mustangs, so we're going to take one with them with 6:41 to go. The Mustangs down 3, 37-34 on B106 and B106.com. 37-34 as the Weld Central Rebels look to get this ball in here. with 6:40 to go in this contest. They kick the ball to Reese as she takes it up to the point, being guarded by Staley. Now over on the right side to Gherkin. Ronnie Lewis' shot is going to be up and good from the paint. 7 points on the night for Lewis. A three is going to be up and good for Lauren Staley from the right side. 5 points on the night for Staley. Now the Mustangs down 2, 39-37. Reese off to Lewis. Lewis now to Reese. Now it's going to be underneath the Overman. Her shot is up and no good. Tipped around and finally taken away by Lauren Staley. There's going to be, I thought they were going to call a foul. They're going to call Staley for the travel. So the Rebels 2 inbounds. Far side, just into the back court. As they have the ball in the hands of Gherkin. Now over on the right side, Lewis goes into the paint. Now they're going to call a push foul on Baca. Her second, team ninth. As that will be a 1-and-1, and that will send Ronnie Lewis to the free throw line for the 1-and-1. And her first free throw is off the rim and no good. Rebounded by Carlson, though. But taken in the corner by Keller. So nice job by Allie Keller to step in front of that pass. Now cross court to Mussman. 5:20 to go. Now they're going to call a foul on Weld Central. And that will go against Overman. Her second. As Keller looks to inbounds left baseline to Staley. Staley in the left corner now to Baca. Baca to Mussman. Staley back on the right side. Her shot from the right side is going to be short and taken away by Lewis. Reese now gets it off to Ronnie Lewis at the free throw line. Now they're going to get it to Overman. Gherkin now back to Overman as they look to set up their offense with 4:47 to go. The Mustangs down 2. Passes underneath, and shot is going to be up and no good, but tipped around and taken. They're going to call Lewis for the travel before the shot goes off. So turnover by the Weld Central Rebels as Kinsey Winsheimer comes into the game for the Mustangs. Allie Keller to come out with 4:38 to go here in the fourth period. Mustangs down 39-37. Kinsey Winsheimer gets the ball up court, gets it to Lauren Staley. Now Staley into and back out to Lauren Staley off the front of the rim and no good. Taken down by Winsheimer on the left side. Now back to Frick. Laura Baca from the right side. Up and good by Baca. Ties it up here at 39 as they get the ball down court to Gherkin. She fumbles the ball around, but she gets it to Carlson. Now back to Overman over on the right side. She drives it all the way down the lane. That layup is going to be up and good for Overman. As Winsheimer gets it in to Staley. Mustangs down 2, 41-39. There's going to be a foul in the back court, and I believe that's going to be on Overman. That will be her third. So the Mustangs 2 inbounds here in front of the scorer's table. Down 2, 41-39. Winsheimer over on the right side. Picks up her dribble. Now it's going to be taken away by Reese. Not a good pass by Winsheimer. Into the corner now to Overman. Her shot from the left side up and no good. Rebounded by Aurora Baca. She gets it into the hands of the guard, Lauren Staley. Haley Lewis getting ready to come in, and so is Allie Keller. Frick shot from the lane is going to be off the rim and no good. But they're going to call a foul on Fort Morgan. We'll see who they call it, who it's going to go on. They're going to call that on Baca, her third. So that will send Ronnie Lewis to the line to shoot 2, where she missed her last free throw. For scoring updates throughout the course of the basketball season, follow us on Twitter at B106 or on our B106 Facebook page. And that free throw is up and good. So Keller and Lewis into the game for Winsheimer and Frick. (42-39). Weld Central, 3:18 to go. Lewis's second free throw is up and good. So Keller picks up her dribble now. She's trying to get it across court, and that pass is going to be tipped away and taken away by Weld Central. Now it's going to be taken away by the Mustangs, Lauren Staley, and she puts it up and in for the layup. So down 2, 43-41 with 3 minutes. As Overman has it over on the left side. Gets it into the hands of Gherkin. Gherkin drives it into the paint, now kicks it off to Reese for a 3, and that is off the rim, no good. Rebounded, is going to be a jump ball called, so that possession arrow will be to the Fort Morgan Lady Mustangs. With 2:45 to go, 43-41. Haley Lewis to inbounds to Allie Keller. Keller brings the ball up court. She gets it down to Staley on the left side. Staley shot from the left corner is up and good for the deuce. 9 points on the night for Staley as that evens this game up at 43 with 2:22 to go. Gherkin now to Overman, being guarded by Keller. Man-to-man defense for the Mustangs. Lewis now at the right elbow as Frick gets ready to come in at the next dead ball. Carlson now to Reese. Reese's 3 is up and no good. Rebounded by Lewis and no good, but they get their own rebound and back up and good is Overman. Puts Weld Central back up by 2, 45-43. As the Mustangs get it into the ball of Staley as she drives it down into the lane. The shot is going to be up and good from the left side by Haley Lewis. Her first 2 points here in this fourth period. Now they're going to have a foul called. Be a 2-shot foul. The Mustangs have gone over the limit. Looks like that will go on Staley, her third. And that will send Gherkin back to the line to shoot 2. Her first free throw is going to be short and off the front of the rim. Ackley Building Center, your one-stop center for home improvement projects. Ackley Building Center, located at 1402 Mill Street in Brush, is your one-stop shop for flooring, paint, tools, appliances, and more. So Frick back into the game for Aurora Baca. Second free throw is up and good. The Mustangs down 1. Frick over on the left side. Her little jumper is going to be off the rim and no good. Rebounded by Mussman. Her shot off the backboard and no good. Lewis's shot is up and no good. Now they get the ball down court to Gherkin on the breakaway, and that layup is going to be up and good for Gherkin. Down 3, 48-45 with a minute to go. Frick now on the left baseline. She gets it out to Staley. Mustangs will call a timeout. We'll see. It's going to be a full timeout, so we'll take one with them. The Mustangs down 3, 48-45 with 56.7 seconds to go on B106 and B106.com. Back here at Weld Central High School, the Fort Morgan Mustangs giving the Weld Central Lady Rebels all they can handle tonight as they are down 3, 48-45 with 56.7 seconds. And the Mustangs in possession as they get the ball into Abby Mussman. Now to Lewis out on the left side. Oh, her pass is going to be taken away by the Rebels. But I believe that will be a foul called on Allie Keller as she picks up foul number 4. And that will send Overman to the line to shoot 2. She stoops down, dribbles that ball about 3 times. First free throw is up and good for Overman. A 4-point game now with 44.5 seconds. Her next free throw is up and also good. Staley now gets the ball down court. They're down 5, 50-45. Cross court to Staley. We've got to get some shot up here. Ball is going to be taken away underneath by Gherkin. They're going to have to foul to get the ball back. And Staley will foul, and that will send Mason Reese to the line to shoot 2. So Staley with 4 fouls. So a 30-second timeout will be called here by Coach Krackemeyer with 20.2 seconds. The Mustangs down 5. This Fort Morgan timeout is brought to you by Ehrlich Toyota East. Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Ehrlich Toyota East in Fort Morgan will fit you into the car or truck of your choice. Serving all of Northeast Colorado, Ehrlich Toyota East. So another good game here for the Lady Mustangs as they are taking on one of the top teams in the league. 10 total of 10 fouls have been called on the Lady Rebels. 24 have been called on the Lady Mustangs in this game. We'll try to get that figured out here at the end of the game, how many points the Rebels made from the free throw line. But right now, Reese will go to the line to shoot 2. And that is up and good for Reese. Shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Lewis. 16 seconds to go. Nestor steps back for the 3, and that is off the rim and no good. It's going to be taken by Reese with under 10 seconds to go now as Gherkin with the shot is going to be up and good, and they're going to call Frick on the foul. Also on the shot. So Gherkin with the bucket and the 1-pointer coming up here. Now the Mustangs are down 8, the biggest deficit they've had all night, with 4.5 seconds. And that free throw rolls around and good for Gherkin. As Winsheimer comes into the game. For Haley Lewis. Looks like the Lady Mustangs are going to go down tonight, but not without a fight against the number 1 team in the Colorado 7 League. Keller looks to get the shot up and does not. So at the end of the game, the Lady Mustangs fall to the Weld Central Rebels 54-45. We will be back with the post-game show after this break on B106 and B106.com. Well, the girls go down tonight, but not without a fight as they go down 54-45. This Fort Morgan Mustangs postgame show is brought to you by Morgan Community College. Find out why Morgan Community College is the best choice for your higher education. Visit MCC online at www.morgancc.edu or stop by the campus for a personal advising session. MCC, here to help you imagine your possibilities, believe in yourself, and achieve your goals. So the Mustangs played pretty even with the Lady Rebels tonight. Scoring for the Rebels tonight, leading scorer was Mason Reese with 17, Overman with 10, Lewis with 9, Carlson with 3, Fitzwater with 2, and Gherkin with 13. Leading the way for the Lady Mustangs tonight was Haley Lewis with 16, followed by Lauren Staley with 9, Christina Frick with 6, Ellie Keller and Lindsay Nestor each with 4. Aurora Baca, Abby Mussman, and Kinsey Winsheimer each with 2 points for the Fort Morgan Mustangs, 45. But this is where the Mustangs actually got beat tonight by the Lady Rebels. The Lady Rebels went to the free throw line 36 times tonight. They were 21 of 36 for 58%. The Fort Morgan Mustangs went to the free throw line 6 times, and they were 6 of 6, shot 100% from the free throw line. Haley Lewis was 4 of 4, and Abby Mussman was 2 of 2. So the Lady Mustangs just could not keep up at the free throw line, as they're outscored by 15 from the free throw line. And as far as turnovers and rebounds go, the Mustangs ended up with 24 turnovers, the Lady Rebels with 13. And rebounding, the Mustangs out-rebounded the Lady Rebels 37 to 21. So having senior night here, this is kind of an extended post-game show here, and before the boys' game, as they're recognizing the seniors and their parents. So that's always a nice thing to be able to do, to recognize the parents and the seniors, as this may be their last game of the season as far as being at home. So I think we're going to go ahead and take at least one more break anyway, and then be back with more of the post-game show here on B106 and B106.com.